We couldn't have asked for a better place for him to be. I don't think there is anywhere better to end your life. It's somewhere special because they make every minute count.
This place, it's just an outstanding place. You've got to really come to see it before you understand it.
I can't praise them enough. I really cannot praise the nurses especially.
All the nurses were so nice and they were so happy and cheerful, and it was just a really nice environment, and it was really comfortable coming here and knowing that Mum was going to be in safe hands in a good place.
We'd had a pretty scary experience at home and we were very frightened, and when we came here that all just disappeared because we knew the people here would look after him and keep him free from pain.
They treat everybody as if they're somebody special.
Well, I felt a bit sad when Dad told us that she had died, but I was like, I think I was actually glad that she died here, because it was probably the best place to die, because she was well taken care of. So that was a pretty upsetting time, but I think Thorpe has definitely been the best thing ever since Mum had died.
Obviously with what happened with Teresa, our lives would have changed, but with Jane's help we have been able to adapt to that change so much easier.
Bob was a larger-than-life character. He was diagnosed with bladder cancer just around his 65th birthday, and from diagnosis to death was only 5 months. The last 3 weeks were quite something special for us as a family. He was well cared for, well looked after, and they all went the extra mile to help him. One day there was a wedding in the hall, and we heard the piper playing. I was talking to Bob about it, although he was unconscious. We tried to talk to him as much as we could. And the sister heard us talking about this and asked if Bob was interested in pipe music, at which point I told her he was learning to play in a pipe and drum band. And she sent one of her nurses down to ask the piper if he would come and play for him. And the piper came up and I think he played about 3 tunes, and it was so moving, so poignant. It was his last weekend alive, and it really made us realise that Bob, although unconscious, he could hear what was going on. He knew what was going on. He raised his eyebrows and gave us a lovely smile, and it just made everything fade into insignificance, really poignant moment.
I think if you're left at home and not doing the things that we're doing here, you become depressed, and every little twinge that you have is heightened because that's all you've got to think about. When you come here, You leave everything at home. It doesn't matter what's going on there. It has made me brighter and easier to get on with, I think. As I said, I just enjoy coming. It's made such a difference, particularly to Thorpe, my husband, and he can then go off and do different things that he doesn't have to worry about me. He knows I'm safe here at Thorpe Hall and I'm being looked after.
We need people to donate money to Thorpe Hall. We need £1 million a year to keep going with the care that we're giving. We're the only specialist palliative care unit in this area, so without us that service just wouldn't exist. And so we need people to donate, to do fundraising activities and anything they can to give us some extra money.
Whatever you can do, get involved, do something different, you'll have an incredible experience. There'll be highs, there'll be lows, but you know what? It'll all be really worth it in the end. So get out there and get fundraising.
Some people believe
That once you're diagnosed,
With a life-changing illness.
There is little left.
we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
I don't.
Help us by supporting Thorpe Hall Hospice.
Log on to Ryder.org.
Or call us.
on 01733 33 0060.
I don't think there is anywhere better. It's somewhere special because they make every minute count.